Good morning everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for spending time with me. It is a Sunday morning here. We just went to attend church, James and I, and church wasn't on today. And I think it's because the majority of church people are at a camp, which we didn't go to because we weren't organised enough to even know it was on. That's the way things are. We've just been busy anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But we're just going to go for a drive. Now, we've been going for a drive over this particular valley for the last few Sundays after church. It's quite nice. Last weekend we found a roadside vegetable provider, so we're going to go there again today and see if they can, see if they have anything. We're just going to go for a drive and see what the day brings. What else have we got planned for today, James?
I'm going to finish a repair on the house.
So it's just going to be a Sunday weekend vlog today. That was a nice drive. I got some zucchini. I think I had $5, $6, $7, $8.50 cash in the car that I could find. I had $5, James had $3 something. I got some zucchini, they were 50 cents each, and I got a bag of turnips. And I got them because they were there and because I've never tried them before. I have got a recipe about what to do with them, so I might try that sometime in the next few days. Zucchinis are massive, so I was really happy that they were only 50 cents. They're huge. But they didn't have the things that, other things that I would want. They had microgreens, which I don't really need. I've got too many lettuces to justify more greens. Oh, we also drove past a free-range eggs place, and they sell them. There was one that sold them for $6, one that sold them for $7.50, and another place that sold them for $8.50. The one that sold them for $8.50 was the only one who had eggs to purchase. So I am going to carry on. I had $83 left for my grocery budget for the next 2 weeks, and I won't go shopping again until Thursday. It's Sunday today, and over the last since I videoed last, we have bought a number of different things we've had to go and buy. I've brought a bag of coleslaw for a ready mix for the family to have that with some chicken we had. Bought another bag of carrots, what I already mentioned in the last video. We've brought some tomatoes, a broccoli, some more zucchini, and so a number of dollars has gone. So what was left was about $50, and I spent nearly 10 of it on the Mangaro Farms. Spent $8.50, and I had about $40 left, and I went over to New World when I got back. So I'll just show you what I got. It'll just be making up the stuff that we're going to use for the next 3 or 4 days until I go grocery shopping again. That's the stuff I got from Mangaro Farms. Those are all zucchini in there. There we go. There was 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the turnips, which were $5, which is quite expensive. I'm not really worried. I'll just give them a try. Got some tomatoes. They're just so sweet and yummy. I can't resist buying cherry tomatoes. I've really missed having my own cherry tomatoes growing, so I'll make an effort to plant them next year. Regular tomatoes to go with our salad tonight. I bought some more carrots because I will use them over the days with my hummus. And in the same vein, I bought some celery. It was about $3. And I bought a red onion to go with the salad tonight, just to zhuzh it up a bit. I did buy some eggs. This was nearly $9 for 12, so I think the ones over the hill that I can get at the locally, they'll be fine to get. If there's some available, I'll get them next time I'm driving by. And the splurge I got today, which is not necessarily for me, but for whoever, it's just going to be an add-on thing to have today because it's Sunday. These were like $6, so I figure it's not too bad. free range chicken sausages, and I brought these, so I figured people could make hot dogs. We've got plenty of cheese, plenty of mustard. So that's pretty much my grocery budget gone for the week. I've got about $3 or $4 left, and I know I'll have to buy some extra apples because we've only got a few left. Totally forgot about that in the shop, but I only need 2 or 3. James and I are the only ones that eat them. I always say that. But after all that, I'm going to put this away, and I think I'm going to sit down and check out church online because I've missed church. I haven't been today. Hey there everyone, it's the afternoon. I'm just going to eat my shoes. I'm just heading outside to see the projects James is finishing off for the day. He's actually been busy doing a bunch of stuff. How's it going, James?
Doing good. Just done a little repair to this roof here.
Wow, it looks really good. Do you want to point where you're fixed?
Between here and here, there's just a rotten patch which I was able to dig out, then cut a new piece of timber to fit and glue it in with builder's glue. And I'd like to put a needle flashing over the top. So I'll come and plan.
But the paint will do for now?
Cool, that'll be fine for now.
Cool. He's repainted. He's
I've undercoated this, I've still got to repaint it, but I need a run of paint.
Yeah. So both him and Regan have sanded and undercoated that window there, and they've also done this window here. They're a bit of a beast windows. Oh, has that got a top coat on it?
One top coat and the second.
I'm just super thankful. It's not perfect. He's not an exact detailed workman, but I'm just really thrilled that when there's things like this to do, he just gets in and fixes it so that we have a dry, healthy home. And he's done something else today. What did you do? Oh, he fixed my hair straightener. I couldn't. You fixed my hair straightener.
I did, yes.
Well, I was straightening my hair this morning before church. The fuse in it just went pop, and then this afternoon he brought it to me and he said, I fixed it. He pulled it apart and re-welded this little fuse in there. So amazing. I thought I was going to have to buy another straightener. So I'm just getting ready to do dinner. When I say dinner, I'm pulling out a lasagna that I had frozen in the freezer, and I'm putting it in the oven, and I'm going to make a salad to go with it. Alright. Got you kind of perched on the windowsill, so I'm hoping that it doesn't fall over. I've got to make a salad to go with the lasagna. I can't eat the lasagna. I'm trying to stay away from pasta and things like that, so I'm going to cook tofu, and I need to cook it in the air fryer. I haven't cooked tofu in the air fryer before. I normally just cook it in the fry pan with soy sauce and things like that, so I have to learn how to do that. Emma has said that she would prefer tofu to lasagna if there is enough for her. There is enough for her, but I don't know what it's going to taste like. So we'll just have to see if she likes it. She might just say, no, I'm good, I'll eat lasagna. So I'm just going to get started making that. James and Emma have taken the dog for a quick walk while I quickly do this. Okay, so I chopped the tofu. It says to add paprika, salt, garlic powder, cornstarch, sesame oil, and black pepper. So there is salt. Half a teaspoon of salt. That's bound to be half a teaspoon. Some paprika, and it says 1 teaspoon. Corn flour, sorry, 2 teaspoons. Now I'm thinking I should have used a bigger bowl. Light soy sauce. Dang it. I've got corn flour all over me. Oh, too much. Never going to be able to mix it in there. I'm going to put it in here. So I think that it's not going to work because I needed to have pressed the tofu. So that would mean that they want me to get as much liquid out of it as I can, and I don't have time for that. It says to press it for 30 minutes. So I'm just going to revert to the frying pan, and I'm going to fry off these pieces for Emma and I in the flavours that I've got. I don't have any soy sauce, so it's not going to have that, but I do have the cornstarch and the paprika and the garlic and the herb, the salt and things like that. So it will be absolutely fine, but I'm just going to fry it off as normal, like I know, and get on with making the salad. Just got to keep rolling with the punches.
Startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
salad's ready. I'm gonna have it with some balsamic vinegar, and I've tidied the kitchen as best I can. I've got some dishes drying, but I'm gonna take this compost out because it's full. The tofu is cooked, so I've turned the pan off and it's just staying warm. I just want to give you a garden update and show you where we're at. I might get the hose out actually and water the garden while I talk to you, as well as doing all the other bits and pieces that James helped with today. He also helped me stake up some of my tomato plants, and I'll show you in a minute. So hopefully you can hear me over this. So look at these tomato plants, they're doing really well. If you can see, these are the tomato plants, so they've grown amazing. But if you see, look at all the fruit that's on them. So this is after a month. Isn't nature amazing? They're all supposed to be money makers, but I think that this one might be some kind of a cherry. I think, because they're starting to ripen and they're not that big. It's got money maker on the marker, so, but look at all those tomatoes. Look at them all. Oh, one just fell off. Darn it. This one at the back here has not grown the best, but it's still growing, it's still producing. And what James did today, connected up a wire along here, and he's put a line across, just with some twine, and you tie it around the base of the plant there, and you hook it up around the stalk. The twine goes up around everything, just gently, just wraps around it, not under anything, and holds it up. So it gives them something to grow up when they're growing. I've got the zucchini plant that is thriving in this corner here. Picked one off there yesterday. There's a heap of little flowers that are starting to come up. So as you can see, that's like nearly a metre in diameter. The basil is not doing so great. I need to learn about basil, but I will harvest some if I see it going to seed. So you start to get a feel for where things should go in the garden and where things grow the best and where gets the most sunlight. I knew that over there got lots of sunlight, but yeah, tomatoes do great over there and the zucchini likes that spot, but the zucchini does not like this spot. The lettuces are somewhat thriving. Minute-course lettuce is coming away great, but these ones aren't. Maybe they're too close together. I'm fine with just seeing how they go, but look at this zucchini plant. Tiny. So I need to move it. And the other thing I planted over here that I thought was a zucchini, maybe I didn't. Maybe I thought it was something else. But this is a climber, so it needs something to climb. But it's a little cucumber. See the little cucumbers coming up there? There's more coming up from this flower. There's all these flowers down here. So I basically need to give this something to climb. So I have to sort that as well. Starting to think that I need to prepare for winter gardening. So James has actually said I should start here. And he's right. I want to start here. I want to do this whole area. But of course, that's massive. So if I do this area here, it's maybe 3 by 6 meters. I need to prepare the soil and get it all composted, dug out, get it all covered. We're getting rid of a whole lot of tree branches, we're trimming the trees, and so I've got a lot of debris I can use on the base. So that's going to be the next job as well out here in the garden. And the other thing that we thought is potentially along here where these trees are, which are quite useless, but it's a raised garden bed technically, so I was thinking I could grow things that need to go up against a fence. So lots of ideas going. Oh, I need to show you the basil in the pots. So the basil in the pots is the same as the stuff by the tomatoes. If anyone's got any hints on what to do with basil. I don't know, I only water them at night so they don't have water on them in the day, but these look like they've been affected somehow. Maybe I need to put them in the shade. They smell great, and this one is doing exactly the same thing. And the other thing is these little buttercup lettuces. Like I said, they're not growing very fast, but I think if push came to shove, I could pull one out and use it for a salad. They're very tight. I think they'll be ready to use pretty soon. That's the garden update. It's doing great. Really, James? It's the biggest piece ever.
Yeah. Look at that.
It was in the freezer from some other night we made it, eh? Dinner was delicious. I think that the tofu definitely needed the soy sauce, it needed more flavour, but the balsamic vinegar and with the salad it was fine. There's a tiny ridiculous amount of salad left. it might be okay to have tomorrow. There's about 4 or 5 pieces of tofu left, so I might have that with my lunch, I don't know. And there's heaps of lasagna left that will be used for lunches over the next day or two, I'm sure. Hazel, does anyone else have a dog that likes to lick the dishwasher? That's naughty. I'm going to shut it. My battery just died, so I'm quickly finishing with my phone. I'm just cleaning up the kitchen, so James is organising for us to watch Fantastic Beasts 2. Emma's not particularly keen, but James and I would like to watch it because I know that we can watch Fantastic Beasts 3 when Regan gets back. It's a public holiday tomorrow here in New Zealand. Tomorrow is Wellington anniversary weekend, so public holiday on the Monday. I think I'm just going to sign off here and say good night. Today has been a little non-eventful, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.